Here it is! The episode you guys been waiting for. Okay. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today is popular because we're going to be doing a review of Glinda. She is here and I finally got my hands on also the Deluxe, the Wicked for Good doll. So we're going to be doing a comparison between these I think it's the most controversial doll in the Wicked community that are doll collector. So again, if you don't want to miss any more Wicked coverage or like any doll review, please make sure to subscribe and like and join the party. I have so many doll videos in my channel, even Wicked content too as well. And if you want some more extra content, please make sure to check out my Patreon account. And for you, let's get right into it. Okay, so let's get started with the boxes. So as you can, I would say after this video, if you want, I did post an Elphaba review, same video. Please make sure to check out. It's already out. So now it's Glinda's turn because she came in last, not together with Elphaba, but it's good for my saint. Okay, here's the box review. I said they're exactly the same, and I saw you can either keep them in the box or outside of the box. For the sake of this video, I need to take them out of the box so I can, you know, feel for you all how they look like. They look so good together, like Elphaba and Glinda. So they all have different like ends over here. I think they're pretty much, yeah, a little bit different. You can see the differences like with the crown for Glinda. You can, I know she looks kind of the same with the silhouette, but you can tell the difference with the crown and the sleeves over here. What's interesting, how the original Glinda, over here, I don't know why Ariana looks like it's like a fan art. It looks like a concept art of her wearing it, versus Cynthia, she looks like Cynthia. And then the Wicked for Good one is much better because you can tell this is actually a picture of Ariana, not a concept art, I gotta say. So they all have the same color scheme, just different like logos all the way around. It's different how they're pretty much exactly the same. You can like barcode it and hopefully it doesn't send you to like a pornography like the first one. What's different about how the first one is, as I said in my Elphaba review, it has like the logo of like the Oz for the first one. For this one, it's just Deluxe Glinda. It's this Untold Story of Oz, the social outcast Elphaba, and the envious Glinda forged unlike sisterhood that seals the destiny as Glinda the Good Witch. You know, this is her bubble, the iconic dress. I can't wait to touch it, and I heard stories about it, but I have to get my hands on it. And then this one is the Enchanted Glinda. I personally don't like this outfit. I like the collar, I just don't like the sleeves. I'll get into it. But it says, thanks Oz for good news Glinda, the best witch of all. You see the interesting between these two logos? Like, I think it's like a character arc and whatever. I like how the color gives homage to like how she is in the original like Broadway show, because she wears the blue one instead of the pink one. So we're bringing her back, and I think this is like a homage to her first opening number, like Thank Goodness and stuff. So I like how both of them all have little bubble over here, which gives homage to her in a bubble. For the do, I did a quick review of how the box looks like, and for the, let's just unbox them. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Moments later, I finally got them out of the box. So, sorry with the lighting over here. It might be a problem, you know, with the lyric video before the actual music video came out. So, I just want to show you how, like, the inside of the box is, so you can kind of tell the difference. I like how they all have pink. This one kind of reminds me of, like, Glinda's, like, wedding. This is, like, the Wicked for Good, like, background set, which is very interesting. It doesn't really, like, if it's, like, the wedding dress and match, like, this is very interesting. I thought it would be, like, just her in the bubble. So, this is how she is. I think it's because, like, first movie, this is her background. It's kind of like her being in the bubble inside like the Empire Emerald City. This is like the difference between the two. So this is, I like the first one more. It's very simple. This one's like, oh, that's very odd. I didn't know she was gonna get married whatsoever. But overall, here they are. Oh, like her shoes came off again. Oh my goodness. Anyway, these boxes are like, yep, she is gonna be Cinderella today. So here is Glinda. I love how posable they are. This is Glinda. This is basically Princess Aurora in the blue dress, and then this is basically Princess Aurora in the pink dress. So this is like Cinderella, this is Aurora. They come to think about it. So here they are. Looks like one wants to murder one another. She's like, surrender me. I love how posable these Mattel dolls are. Like they are so funny. So we're gonna go over both of them, like since this is a comparison review. So let's talk about the accessories they all come in. Let me just get her shoes for a second. Oh my god. Come here. Her Cinderella shoes. We'll talk about the shoes. So it's Mattel. So they all come with a stand. I just want to show you how. So the first one is, as you see with my Alphaba review, she comes with, I think Alphaba was, they're both green. So for Glinda, she has a silver one. It just says Wicked. I wish it was pink, because like silver, interesting. She's a pink girly. So this is her stand. It's interesting. Like, do they call this like, it's like a playline slash collector. They're very flexible. In my opinion, I think they are more playline, especially with the fabric they use with these dresses. I see so much potential. Okay, so I love how glittery it is at the top. Bottom, it's very glittery. I love it. And then here is the Wicked for Good one. This is like what's it called again? This is like a surprise reveal, which we know what it already is. I like the old-fashioned one. I don't like the new one. It's more like towards the legs. So this is the wrap over here. It reminds me, it reminds me of Christmas, and it's like, ooh, what's in here? So it has this one. Same thing with Wicked for Good. Oh yeah, it has like a card, and then yeah, they have exactly. It's exactly. Is there more? Okay, that's it. Oh, it's even pink. So this is her stand over here. We're just gonna put it here. The only main difference is that I don't know why hers is taller, hers is like shorter, and they both have glitter. It's exactly like identical to one another. I feel like the original one's a lot more lighter than this one, but overall they're pretty much exactly the same. So these are the stands that Glinda comes in. And with accessories, they both have these ones. They're pretty much very identical to one another. I feel like I'm gonna use them like as a scratching tool. Basically, it reminds me, oh my god, here's a Wicked merch idea. They should turn these into pens. You know what I'm saying? Like this Stitch doll, they should have turned this into a pen. Oh my god, I'm giving like Universal so much merch idea. They should have turned this into a pen. Buzz the broom, and then Glinda's this. I would like, somebody would get this. I feel like they should turn this into a pen or a pencil. This looks like a pen. No? Oh my god, nice catch. So boop. Okay, this is like her thingy. And then these two comes with crowns. Are they the same? Yes, same design, but there is a difference. It's hard to capture on camera until you see it in person. It's just that the original one is a lot more darker. It's plastic and it's more like a bubble. Versus the Wicked for Good one is crystal clear. Still plastic, but it's the color is a lot more clear. And what else? I think they both have bubbles. It's just that the color is a little bit different. She is more like bright silver and she's more like silver, which looks very like, again, cheaply made. That's the unfortunate part. So yes, before I talk about the clothes, I want to talk about the hair. You know, let's mix things up. So the hair is pretty much identical to one another. They both have ugly, bad curls. Same thing with my Glinda popular doll. I feel like she will make an appearance on the high comparison, of course, but I feel like once you wash her hair and restyle it, it will be so much better. Again, I wish her hair, I mean, this is a perfect length for this hair. I wish that Mattel would have made it a lot more longer, because this is a deluxe doll. I would love it to be a little bit longer. Maybe it is longer once I like wash it, but still, I would love it. It just reminds me, these ones reminds me of like Barbie dolls. They remind me of like, this is in the popper, you know what I'm saying, like the dolls, they don't sing to one another. That's what I said with for like those singing dolls. Both of their hairs are pretty soft. I gotta say, I think the curls is better in the For Good one. As you can see with the curls, they're still bad, but they're a lot better with the curls. I just feel like you just need to wash them, and you know, yeah. They both had exactly the same hairstyle. They both have like a twisted curls over here, like kind of like what Belle wears, which is not bad. So yeah, they're pretty much, yeah, exactly the same. And let's talk about the controversial of them all, the dress. You know what, once I see it myself, I don't mind the plastic. It's just that my only problem is the pricing you're paying for this. Like, you're paying this, like, it's kind of like that's the problem. I don't know if you identify this as a play line. I mean, there's pictures of girls playing with this, like little girls, but like, I don't like how, I love how like full it is. I love like how expanded this dress. It reminds me of like the Cinderella, like the Lily James one. I love how poofy it is. But my only problem is I wish it has more layers. Like, I mean, it does have layers, like one, that's it. I just don't like the material feels like curtains. I don't like how, I mean, at least it doesn't feel, I mean, it's still papery. At least it's not like Hasbro level of like, but it looks, you know, very simple. I see like other like toy, like other designer like doing it better. I do love the little print all over like the bubble. It's pretty cute, details all around. But I just don't like, I feel like they did her so bad. I think it's because like they want to make her like a play line doll instead of deluxe. But I love how poofy it is. I think this is like, yeah, it's two steps. So I love the little details they have here. And it again just looks like curtains. Like those scrubs curtain. I don't like the feel of this fabric, but I see the potential, you know? But like, yeah, I wish they could have just done more. I think it would be better if they had like a little expand over here, but you don't have to because it's already done. I feel like they were just in a rush to make this dress. And then, yeah, it's just that just didn't really work out for me. See, I wish there was more like layers. Should be more layers, but this will do. At least it's like easy to watch. Whereas this, for good dress, this is what I want. Like, I want the, I mean, I don't want like this type of fabric. I wish that it's exactly like how this is made. Kind of like this time. I think they kind of learned their lesson. It still has a little bit of like the same fabric, but it's, Mattel did a lot better. There's like I see there's definitely like layers of it. Hers is kind of like, it reminds me like early, late 2000s, I mean the 20s, like the pandemic with like the swirl top, whatever. Hers is more like a star, like a midnight star. It's mixed between purple and blue, which reminds me like Aurora's dress, like her blue dress, like mixed between. Here's her sleeves. I like how they have sleeves over here to make it like movie accurate. I'm just not a fan of this outfit because I just don't like the sleeves of it or the collar itself. I love how the printed behind it, it's all like star glittery. It might seem like a Disney like parade type of dress like that Aurora would wear, you know? And I love how the layers they add here. Like there's one layer over here. I love like this swirl type of dress. I don't like it how it's all stitched over here, but it has like 3 layers. There's one layer like this, and then there's, and no, I think that's it. Yeah, just this layer. But yeah, at least like I love how poofy it is. I love how like poofy the dress is. Oh my god, the shoes, hope the shoes doesn't fall off again. But at least it has like layers. I don't know why. It just looks like a scrump. But I feel like it's pretty much, they did like a little bit of an upgrade a little bit for the original, like this one versus like this one. I just wish that we did it, I wish that they did like a re-release to improve like the dress quality, but what can I do? But I just love how at least they're still like very poofy. These are like great like I was gonna say cake dolls, I shall say. But yeah, so we talk a little bit of their outfits. So talk about their shoes, because she wants to talk about her shoes. She wants to get rid of her shoes. So this is the Wicked for Good shoes. It's very simple. This time it's like purple, like lavender type of color. I love how crystal clear it is. You know, it's very okay. It's simple. I feel like this is something that Spectra would wear. I wonder if this will fit a Disney purse. Probably not. But I love how, you know, simple it is. Versus, this is the Wicked, the first one movie with the doll. I love this color actually. The pink one worked out for me. Pretty much exactly like identical to one another. Hold on, let me just see, identical to one another. Just different like colors, like literally exactly the same, just different color. I shall say with those shoes, pretty much the same. I don't know, I'm scared that, as you can see, it keeps falling off her shoes. That's her shoes. And let's talk about their face mold. Hold on. That's a big controversy behind Ariana's doll. Like, she doesn't, I mean, she does kind of look like Ariana. I think it's because of like, I'm sad that her face mold's pretty much exactly like the same, identical. They didn't do anything different. They look very identical. The only thing that's different is the makeup choices that they use for this doll. Versus like Alpha Basante Rivet, she has like different smiles. You can see a little bit different with the two. That's for them, they just look exactly like the same face mold. I think this is more like bigger than the other. Like, I think they did like a lot better like for this doll than this one. That's the only comparison. Like hers is more higher than, but they look pretty much exactly the same. I feel like hers is more like pink. Hers has a little bit of pink. I wish they had like a little bit like blue makeup, but they have like very neutral lips. Same thing with mine. I have like a little bit neutral lips, neutral color lips. She's keeping it simple, and the only difference is the earrings. Of course, one has like a silver bubble, and then this Wicked for Good one has like a seashell flower, I shall say. I don't know what the color of it, but yes. And her shoes fell again. We love that. So that's my little like my thoughts about their face mold. And let's talk about the body articulation. They all have the same body articulation. They're very poseable. I love how poseable these dolls are. I don't like it how they all have the only thing I love about these different face models that I noticed that the hand sculpt for this one is different from the Wicked for Good one. Like hers is like it's literally the same as Alphaba, but hers is, you know, more higher, I'll just say. Like again, I love how postable they are. They can move their arms, I don't think they can move their hips, no, but they can bend on their like knees. As you can see, they can bend on their knees. Pretty much it's exactly the same as like the Oz bust dress that she wears, like the same articulation. Yeah, same thing with the Wicked for Good doll for Ariana. She can move, you know. I love this pose over here. I love how different it is, what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they're just very, you know, like don't talk to me, very posable. And she can also bend on her knees if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Where's her shoes? Oh, there's her shoes. Her shoes. She doesn't like these shoes. She's such a... This Wicked for Good doll she's such a diva. She just wants to get rid of, you know, these shoes. Whatever. That is my little, like, these two dolls. So overall, let's move on to the height comparison between these two. Her shoes fell off again. I'll see you all on the height comparison. Okay, let's go. Whoosh. Okay, so here's a comparison between all the Wicked dolls that I currently have at the moment. I gotta say Friero is like the tallest out of like all of them. I swear they really look like Barbie and Ken. And Alphaba's just like broken Barbie, like the other girl and stuff. I gotta say, like, Alphaba looks a little bit taller. I think it's because of the crown and also like the outfit that she's wearing with the dress. And the dress is like so poofy, as you can clearly see. I feel like these two are pretty much exactly like the same height, but just this one is a lot more not so tall than the other ones, so you can clearly really see. So let me show you like the height comparison between the other dolls that I currently have. Hold on. Ooh. So this is a comparison between all the other dolls. It's like a fairy tale family. So Maleficent's of course like the tallest out of all the dolls over here, and this is Rapunzel, like the Hasbro version. She's like a child for all of these other dolls, and Princess Aurora is a lot more shorter than Alphaba, as you can clearly see over here. And then same thing with Aurora's like blue dress, and then Cinderella's a lot more, you know, very tall. This Angry Lily James thing, almost exactly the same height as Prince Friero. And let me just show you like a showdown with how poofy these three dresses are. Hold on. Okay, you can kind of see how poofy these dresses are. Of course, the Wicked for Good dress is like very poofy. Then the other one, the dress that I wish that Mattel should do is literally how Cinderella is. I wish that they had like multiple layers over here, and then they have this thing. I don't know what you call it, but some other dolls have it like a collectibles to make the dress like more expandable. So I just wish that the For Good dress is kind of like this one. Same thing with you. Your dress should be like her dress. She is a perfect example what I think it's worth the money if her dress is like her dress with multiple layers and it doesn't look like cheaply, you know, made and stuff. So this is, Mattel should have followed this type of doll versus whatever, yeah, she agrees, like whatever this dress is. So yeah, I like how she's very like, you can either make her like not super poofy or do it this way. I think they're done for today. I'm done for today. Let's move on to the end. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so that concludes my comparison video between the Glinda Wicked version and the Wicked for Good version of Glinda. I think like there's such a mixed bag between these two. I feel like the Wicked for Good one is a lot better. It's exactly how I wish that this type of doll would be with the fabric that they use, but they're pretty much exactly like unfortunately the same problems with one another. Just this one has a little bit better improvement, but I like the design of this dress. Mattel just did this one very dirty. I feel like Mattel's having a hard time deciding like if they want these dolls to be playable or like collectible, so they did a mix between both depending on whoever is collecting these dolls. So I feel like these ones are good. I just wish that they lowered the price a little bit, because like with the quality that you're paying for these dolls, like especially with the dress, like it ain't good. But like if you are scared these will be sold out instantly, then you know, I mean, these are still iconic dolls either way, whether you like it or not. So that was my quick thoughts about these dolls. I went a little bit deeper about what I'm very mixed about, but overall I'm very happy to have them in my collection. They're very great with like the Alphabas that I have. And yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this Wicked doll so far? Are Mattel nailing it, especially with the Wicked for Good one, better improvement from the first one? Or they should have just redo a creep production again and then do a better quality this time. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this Ariana Grande doll, and which doll dolls are you looking forward to seeing? I'm hoping to get the Dorothy one very soon. But yeah, let me in the comments below what you think. And please just subscribe and like once again if you don't miss any more wicked doll videos like this. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye! I have to grab your shoes again. Oh my god. Okay, bye! Poof. Oh god. Like, when you touch it, is exactly how you envision it to be. And this one, I don't like it how it reminds you of like a Halloween costume. Oh, wait, that's it? Okay.